The best team in FC 25, the best team in FIFA's. Let's talk about it. Now, this is always a discussion that can change depending on the person you're talking about, but this is my best FC 25 team, the one I could afford for the budget I had and also for the players I think that are just insane in this game. Now, guys, I want to be honest with you. This is a crazy, crazy expensive team. I want to try to help the people that don't have the money like my RTG to give you guys option or like a cheaper alternatives, but it's very hard, man. This team is so good. It's so expensive. It's so amazing that giving you alternatives to replace certain players is nearly impossible because some of these players are just so good and you can tell such a difference that it's not really replaceable. Let's talk about the bench first. On the bench, we have a couple players that are very incredible. I don't really use this card. I've never really used him. I just have him on the bench. Swanson and Alex Morgan are phenomenal. Alex Morgan has one of the best outside the box finesse shots in the game. When I am going against an opponent that I'm struggling and I can't break down the back line, I just send a green time finesse shot with Alex Morgan from outside the box in weekend league, and it helps me break down rats. So if you can't break down someone, always have a good finesse shot or a good Trivella on your bench so that way you can sub them in. Alex Morgan has a left foot and a right foot, so you can hit a finesse from outside the box on either foot. And if you time it, it usually hits the back of the net, which is really nice. Varane is by far one of the best center backs in the game. Sorry, I keep looking back because Real Madrid's playing right now and then they're losing 3-1. I keep looking back to see if they come back. But anyways, Varane is one of the best center backs in the game. But unfortunately, Varane's not in this starting 11 because we've gone with a different option. Hamsik, I packed out of a hero pack. He's phenomenal. I got 118 games with him, but he's been replaced. We have Lamine Yamal, which is an absolute stud, but he doesn't make the left mid position because I'll explain why in a minute. We have Christian Pulisic, which I love, have him on my road to glory, and I think he's just a phenomenal card, unbelievable card. Then Sissoko, have Conde's son, and there's a card here that I want to show you guys really quickly. Sorry, I backed out. Two cards that really we need to talk about. First of all is the goalkeeper check, okay, and also Keane. Keane is a phenomenal, stupid, amazing card, but doesn't make the starting 11 because we just have better options. Check is after 446 games, not 46 games, I hate him. I think he's one of the worst goalkeepers in the game, which is shocking to me because he's 6'5", he's amazing, but if you shoot at him, he lets the ball in. This guy makes the dumbest mistakes I've ever seen in my life, so much that I just go with a regular hero goalkeeper that should not be better than Czech, but Czech is awful for me, lads. So unfortunately, Czech doesn't make the starting 11. By the way, if Czech would make the starting 11, I would be able to run my favorite right back from back in the day, Mike on, but because Czech doesn't play good, I can't run my center back Mike on, my right back Mike on, so we have to go with a different option. Either way, so let's jump into it. At the goalkeeper position, we're gonna go with, just keep it real simple. A simple goalkeeper from the Premier League. All right, hero goalkeeper from the Premier League. I could throw a glove on. Should I throw something? Let me just throw a glove on here. I just ran a basic. Amazing. Good goalkeeper for me. He's been pretty damn good. 10 games, 6'2", real good. No problems. If he gives me problems, I can switch to Alisson. Alisson fits the team, but so far he's been pretty good for me, so I'm sticking with him. With goalkeepers, you got to go with preference, right? It could be Alisson. Ederson, I don't like. He always gets beat with the finesse shots. By the way, 3-2 Real Madrid, but they're waiting for the VAR. Sorry, y'all probably know the score. Anyways, Ederson I don't like. Alisson's a little bit taller, but I've had a little bit of success with this guy, so I've just stuck with him. We'll go to the left back position where this could have easily been the one and only beast himself, Theo Hernandez. But I'm one win away from having rivals from having Mendy fully evoed up and being an unbelievable card. I believe he goes to 90 pace. So I made a decision. Do I want Theo Hernandez or do I want to evolve Mendy? Personally, I think I had Theo Hernandez. I think Theo Hernandez is stupid good, man. Like Theo Hernandez is levels and levels and levels and levels and levels. I don't know if they pulled the goal back or not. Levels Theo Hernandez. But I've had a lot of fun with Mendy and he came in a little bit cheaper for me to evolve him. So I stayed with Mendy. But if you go with Theo Hernandez here, I wouldn't be mad at you. Mendy and Theo Hernandez, especially Theo Hernandez, there is no, dude, that's the one, bro. Like it's hard to find an alternative to that card, if that makes sense. Right back position, we're gonna go with the Icon Zambrotta. Again, on this position, to give you a cheaper option, it's tough, man. I'm not in love with Walker. I'm not in love with a lot of cards that go in this position. I didn't even really like Trent's rush card, I believe it was. So at the end of the day, by the way, VAR took it back, so it's still 3-1. My bad. I know y'all don't care. Zambrotta, for me, it's hard to find right backs that are just gold or whatever. You know, some guys that really stand out here is Zambrotta, I would imagine Maicon, Frimpong's Champions League card. Those are the really, really beast right backs, man. And unfortunately, for RTGs, it's very, very tough. Now, these cards in the middle are very affordable for RTGs. It's going to be the one and only Saliba and the one and only VVD. Now, let's get some questions out of the way. People are going to say, hey, Scales, I watch your Road to Glory where you spend no money and you don't run 4-4-2 and you don't like VVD. So why is he in your best team in FC 25? The truth is this. When you have the great players like Evolved Mendy and the crazy Zambrotta with crazy speed, you can allow yourself to use players that like, so on my RTG, when I push players forward, I feel like I expose VVD. I leave VVD so exposed because I got to send so many bodies forward because it's harder to create goals on that account. On this account, when you see the front guys that we have and girls, when you see the strikers we have, you think to yourself, all right, I get it. I understand. I understand that this player here, who's going to be Mbappe, can create a goal by himself on a 1v1. It doesn't take a lot of players to create an unbelievable goal with Mbappe, with this team. On my RTG, I need as many players forward as possible. So then VVD is stuck on an island on a counterattack by himself, and he doesn't have the support system of a Zambrotta, you know, or support system of a really quick Mendy. So things change when you can't spend a lot of money. For example, right when I go to the middle of the park, the first one that's gonna pop out to you is Alexia Porteles. But by the way, Makaleli, who is a card that comes in at 700,000 coins, okay, is a midfielder with 81 pace and 86 defending, covering for Saliba, covering for VVD, covering those gaps. You know, it's a lot easier to be able to cover space when you have these type of players. And again, I love Sissoko on my Road to Glory. He doesn't make this team, obviously, because you guys saw the other midfielder, Alexia Porteles. I had fodder sitting on the account, and I thought to myself, she's crazy money, crazy SBC. I wouldn't recommend a lot of people doing this SBC. But if you spend money on your account, and I do because I'm a content creator, bro. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend money and I would just do a Road to Glory because spending money is not worth it. Trust me, I've opened up so many packs and I don't pack nothing. All these players that you're looking at are bought. None of them are packed because I just don't get lucky. I haven't even packed the VVD, lads. But at the end of the day, I had fodder sitting around, so I completed her. And yeah, man, so you can see the quality in the midfield compared to a Road to Glory. Who replaces Alexia on a Road to Glory? Gold Alexia. But look at this card: 83 pace, 90 shooting, 91 passing, 92 dribbling, 73 defending, 79 physical. Just a crazy, crazy card, lads. A card that is just stupid good, man. So just this midfield right here, just these two players, you take them, they get like 2-point-something million or something, right? It's wild money for just your midfield. And then you go to your right mid position where you spend 1.7 million coins on Henson, who gives you skill moves, who gives you weak foot, who gives you all kinds of craziness, right? This amazing card, rapid, great finisher, 789 passing, 88 shooting, 91 dribbling, just all around. Like, what cheap card is giving you that much pace, that much shooting, that much passing? There's not many in the game. So when I tell you that it's hard to replace certain cards in this team, hard to replace Zambrotta, hard to replace Henson, hard to replace Alexia Porteles. You can replace Makaleli, but with a petite. So it becomes very difficult, man, because in this game, in FC 25, guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all, the money teams, you can notice big time. The reason for it is this. On this team, I just defend with Makaleli or Henson. You're probably like, what? Yeah, I mean, I just leave my back line. I don't turn into them unless my opponent's in my box, then I'll turn into them. I second man press and run around with Henson or run around with my other winger. That's gonna be Nico Williams, all right? Nico Williams, a lot of y'all might have him on an RTG. He wasn't that crazy expensive. There is alternatives to Nico Williams, but I go with Nico Williams because in 31 games, he has 15 goals, 7 assists, but he's a 5-star weak foot. So with his 80 passing, he could pass with his left foot, he could pass with his right foot, he could pass with either foot. It doesn't really matter. He's able to really, really pass the ball well. And he also has skill moves, which is really nice, 4-star skills. So, and he's very fast. So at the end of the day, guys, I run around with my Makaleli, Nico Williams, or Henson, trying to defend while second man pressing with my back line. And this allows me to defend super, super, super well. And it allows me to never be caught out defensively. Now, this is not something I can do on the Road to Glory because, you know, on my Road to Glory, you have someone like Salah and you have someone, you don't have as good of a midfield. So I want people to understand that there is a big difference in the amount of, you know, when you have a big team. A lot of times I tell people, hey, like the cheap teams are the same. But the truth is it's not, because Henson's not going to mess up as many passes as someone like, I believe, what's Salah's passing? I want to say Salah's passing is not as high as Henson, not even close. But I could be wrong because I mess up a lot of passes with Gold Salah. Gold Salah has 82 passing, right? That's a big deal, lads. It's a big deal when this card has almost 90 passing on them already. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really, 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 really big deal. Now, I have no games on her, but that's because I've had her and I sold her and I had her and I sold her and I brought her back and I sold her. I sold her and I was using Dembele, which I actually loved. But then after I completed Alexia, then I went back to Henson. But yeah, incredible card, man. Incredible, incredible card. Everything about her is absolutely insane, man. Now, with that being said, we move up to the attack, right? Where obviously I told you guys already, the one and only big boy Mbappito is in this starting 11. This card is just, I mean, you can't replace him. 57 games played, 78 goals, 34 assists. There is no alternative to Mbappe. The way Mbappe moves, the way Vinicius Jr. moves, I mean, it's ridiculous. The speed boost, the R1 dribbling, the shot across the body, everything, lads. It's just incredible to play with someone like Mbappe. He's the levels that he brings to the table is insane. The next card I'm gonna put in here is gonna make a lot of people laugh. And maybe even bully me a little bit. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I do understand. But my card that I put here is a card that everybody can get on their Road to Glory. I put Al Jabir here. Now, a lot of y'all are gonna say, wait, what? The finesse shot from outside the box is the most broken finesse shot in any card. Better than Son, better than Mia Hamm. His finesse shot from outside the box, guys, is crazy. Any of y'all can afford him. He's like a 40K card. I am telling you guys right now, there is no card as broken for an 86 rated as this card. The finesse shot on, you don't even gotta time him, bro. You just have to get in position and let it fly. Left foot, right foot, it doesn't matter. He plays like he has 95 pace. He plays like he has 5-star weak foot. It is a crazy, 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 crazy card. And guys, listen, I can go, you see my bench, you see the team we have. We could go out and pick up anybody in this position, lads. Anybody in this position, right? Anybody. I'm pretty sure Alex Morgan might get 2 chem in this team if I put a manager, maybe. But it's not about that, man. I could go out and get Vinicius Jr. and Vinny moves crazy. Trust me. It's just about when I'm playing the rats in weekend league that are really parking the bus, to be able to hit the finesse shots from outside the box are mental, lads. So you got the speed and then the finesse shot, and then you got speed on the wings. Guys, for me, this is the best team in FC 25. This is the best team that I could put together. Now, trust me, man, I wish I could get the Hullet and the Vieira and this and that and this and that, but those are wild teams, right? You need to, the coins you need for that total, the total you need for that team is wild, wild, wild. This is I don't want to say affordable, but it's an affordable rich man account, right? Like, it's an affordable rich man to glory account. Like, if you run a rich man to glory where you actually spend money, it's an affordable rich man to glory, man. The money I've spent to get this team is not even okay, man. Trust me when I say that. But I love it, man. Off the bench, I sub in Christian Pulisic because I really enjoy Pulisic. I fell in love with him on my Road to Glory. Really, really good card. One card that will definitely come with me is Sissoko. Sissoko will definitely come with me because he will definitely get subbed in, because Sissoko's over the top. That badge right there is so important, especially for kickoff glitches and stuff like that. Let's be real. This badge is really, really important. You do the kickoff glitch with him, it's hitting your striker every single time with the over the top. So that is a really, really important badge. I'm going to be real with you guys, man. There's a few badges that I love, okay? This badge, gold. I love this. This badge, gold right here, is unbelievable. Like, I think there's some things that you definitely need in your midfield, right? The over the top one and this passing one, those two are very, very good in midfields. I use Makaleli here because, like I said, I defend with him consistently. If I wasn't defending with Makaleli, I would definitely go with Sissoko because Sissoko's passing is just crazy. This card's broken, by the way. This card could easily be in my starting 11 and probably should be in my starting 11, but getting chemistry starts to become a little bit more difficult if I do it, because Henson goes off of chem, so does Nico Williams, and then even if I put check in, the Premier League goes off. So it starts to become a little bit more complicated. I think I could actually maybe go, at this point, I could probably go Netherlands Premier League and maybe get the chem that way. But Czech stinks, lads. Czech, I'm telling y'all, Czech is not good, man. I do not have a good time with Czech, bro. It is a mess, man. It is a mess when I use Czech, but I'm pretty sure that if I did use Czech and I went Netherlands Premier League, I would have full chemistry except for on Sissoko. I think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But it'll be very, very close. But I just don't enjoy that Czech card. So I would rather go with Makaleli. And this is the team I rock, man. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this team. Do you guys think it's a phenomenal team? Do you guys think it's not that great? I think it's an awesome team, dude. I think it's a stupidly amazing team. And I'm hoping that this weekend we drop the 15-0. I just started playing the 4-4-2, being very, very aggressive with this team. And it's been paying off crazy, man. So I've been having a lot of fun playing the game, a lot of fun in the 4-4-2, and obviously don't let anybody tell you this year that the better players don't make the team and the game easier, because the better players, the way they can pass the ball makes the game a lot better, makes the game a lot easier. You play on the road to glory, it's a little bit tougher, man, a little bit tougher to pass the ball. Actually, a lot tougher to pass the ball. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that big old thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on. Loads of gameplay coming with this team in the weekend league. I promise y'all, man, and hopefully your boy can go crazy. For all my poor man road to glory guys out there like me, on my other account, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to replace Alexia. It's hard to replace Henson, Zambrotta. It's very, very hard. It's definitely very hard to replace Mbappe. But Saliba, Nico Williams, Varane, VVD, Mendy, these are all affordable cards. We can all get those. But, man, replacing Alexia, Henson, Zambrotta, and Mbappe, and even Makaleli, that is a very, very tough task. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one. Booyah. We out of here, baby.